and it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Welcome everybody, and welcome to our first sprint race ever in Monza tonight. We have 16 drivers on the grid, which is a beautiful sight. We have active chatters who threaten to cut my balls, which is also very normal. Yeah, and honestly, I'm very curious where this is going to go. I mean, we're just going to have 2 races at the price of 1 for tonight. 12-minute qualifying to start us off here. And of course a 33% off 50% race as the sprint. And following that is the normal qualifying at 18 minutes still. And then of course the normal race still. So yeah, 16 cars are gonna be here tonight. No Ferrari in Monza, which is a shame. 16 drivers, 5 DNFs with Lauda in 11th. I'm actually not quite sure where we're gonna see after quali. I have not gotten the bestest overview over all the newcomers yet. Martin is making his comeback here again in the kick. Very nice. Love to see it. And, well, of course we have Rapid Marseille on here again. Morpha is also driving. Another one of the Middle Eastern boys returning. I think MQ's laptop is probably still fried, so not the trifecta completed here. Okay. Daddy's just gonna get overtaken by... Is it Kingsman or is it Martin? It's Martin. Okay, well, Martin wants the first hot lap. He's not gonna get it. No, that was stolen. He's on mediums anyways. I suppose Daddy's gonna be faster on the softs. He should be fast on the softs. Yeah, the best Middle Eastern guy is not racing for another week. Saj. Are you from UK? Nah. I just speak to UK people the most. I'm actually German. A couple of years back, you'd probably have been able to tell apart my accents even harder, but given I basically speak more English than German at this point, I've probably adapted the UK accent that, yeah, most of the people I talk with have. But yeah. So, on board with Daddy still. What the hell? Am I drunk or why were there just 2 cars instead of 1? Martin just duplicated real quick. So, Daddy coming through Ascari. Not spinning out here, but has to release on the corner exit, which is suboptimal to say the least. We're going past George here. George in the Mercedes even. It's really well. Then Daddy's gonna come over the line just behind Martin, who's on a 1:19.6, and oh boy, I thought Daddy was gonna be a little bit quicker, but I was wrong apparently. Lauda is not gonna make it with a valid time in his first attempt. But of course there's Monza, even though it's only 12 minutes, I'm fairly certain you can drive 3 runs here. It might be tight, you might only be able to do 2. Fanta snatches provisional pole. A lot of medium... Oh, is this because it's sprint race? I did not really think about it, but tire allocation must be different. You probably want your soft sets for the actual qualifying in the end. Let's see, yeah, Rapid is also out on mediums. Lauda will get his chance. He's already back in the pits. So he saved himself the time of driving an in-lap, so he's probably gonna get 2 more attempts before this qualifying ends. Yeah, honestly, Rapid setup is wild. It's probably the esports setup with like massive oversteer. So that you still can go very low wings, but yeah, he's just throwing his car into every turn, and he threw it a little bit too much here, maybe. I'm gonna spectate another attempt from him later, I think. It was very interesting to see. This is like the thing you used to do on game release, and I thought this was fixed, where you just lock the wheels and just throw your car in, and then it grips mid-turn and you can turn way tighter that way. But yeah, apparently this is still a strat you can go. 2 mediums, 1 soft for sprint quali. Ah, okay, interesting, interesting. 2 girls play this crap game. We had Tiancha a while ago, but she's not driving anymore. But generally speaking, I think the only girls who are into F1 are into F1 for the same reason like the men, honestly. And that is because the drivers are hot. I don't watch F1 for the sport. What's this supposed to be? Cars going in a circle? How boring. Yeah, who do we even have here? I am not really sure what's going on. It's hard to tell who's actually trying right now or who isn't. Because everybody is like, every other guy is on mediums. I don't know. It seems like the GOAT is on his way back out. And it seems like he's gonna be the next one to try and set a time as well, so it makes sense to just stay with him here. Because I think everybody else is on an in-lap and will leave into the pits by the end of this lap. Williams duo are like having Gotifi and Sargent in one team. Eric is definitely... He's holding Latifi's name in honor. But is Lauda really Sargent? Was he like that bad? No, I don't mean was Sargent that bad. That sounded mad disrespectful. I don't know. I don't remember Lauda being so shit. When you read the stats, I was like, wait, he does only have like 6 points? What? Kinda crazy. I thought he was gonna or scoring better usually, but hey. Wrong perception maybe. He does DNF frequently, if I remember correctly. Let's see if he can cook a lap here at least. Oh, Mofa! Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Mofa is definitely pulling some Sergeant moves. You already cooked him. Yeah, but he likes being cooked, honestly. I bet he's into it. He's asking for it, really. And like, aren't you guys living in the Middle East? It's like getting perma-cooked anyways, no? Or is it not as sunny and warm there as us Middle Europeans tend to think? Oh, you saw it in the Discord account. Oh god, okay. He did cook himself then, yeah. Oof. Well. Let's see what he can cook here, though. This is not looking horrible, at least. I did not see any major mistakes. Of course, this is on the medium tire, so gonna be slightly disadvantaged in this qualifying. But ERS management seemed to be good, and honestly, P5 is a decent position for him for his first successful hot lap. Let's jump over to Cherry. You're from Romania. Okay, cool. Oh, he said he won 7th last week, he got 9th. I think he can go for 7th, honestly. Like, generally speaking, as said before, I did not think his stats were, like, so few points. But yeah, we have a strong midfield right now, so really anything can happen. Cherry here, I think, is one of the contenders for the top end of that midfield as well. Even though I don't think his lap here was super great. P9 can usually do better. I mean, we have to keep in mind that most of these guys do have much better race pace than their quali pace indicates. Is Martin on a hot lap? Well, he's not gonna be much longer with this Aston being in the way. Bro has more DNFs than points. Yeah. Yeah. I mean... yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there. He didn't get DNF last week. Yeah, I mean... I don't know. We raced in the desert, no? It's like home turf, maybe. Though I was informed he's living in the green part of Egypt, so... Yeah, spun last... Well, okay, honestly, I did not... I do not remember that, honestly. Not sure. Yeah, the Lauda fan base is steadily growing. Okay, Batsia. Okay, I mean, he's improving by a 10th right now, but he needs half a second for Cherry. A little bit of a gap here between the two. I do like that we have more drivers in this range, though, right now. Like, Batsia and Molfa seem to be close together, and then Highland Deddy are also nicely grouped there. Last week it was only Hilo further down the field. I think he was a little bit alone after a couple of laps. Emil's cutting the track here. Quite an obvious one as well. And let's see Rapid, who is... yeah, taking a lot of grass here. I don't think that this is the line, but maybe I am wrong, honestly. He might just be speed sliding or something. And throwing his car through the turns here. Yeah, Seagull and Fanta, they are definitely cooking. Seagull, of course, Formula Sunday's GOAT. Statistically, at least, I think he has 4 or maybe even 5 championships at this point. So he is for sure the most decorated driver. I think pace-wise, Rapid here is probably the fastest driver we've ever had. On some tracks, he's only really a few tenths down of esports / world record times. And usually you can tell, especially in quali. I'm very scared of what he's gonna put on the table here. I think this might be a 17. Oh, it's not. Okay. He beat Seagull, but not by as much as I thought, honestly. Let's see. Marcian. Oh, big improvement. Honestly, almost in striking distance of Seagull and Fanta. Let's see. Can Janeman still get a time? 120.3. He's not gonna be happy with that. I think the top 3 and Janeman is probably the 4 best drivers we have right now. And then Marcian in 5th is probably in a pretty fitting position right now. And then we have George here in 6th, one of the newcomers. Can't quite place him yet. But yeah. You have 0 DNFs and 0 points. Hey, this might change today. Monza is always chaos. And, well, we have sprint race qualifications here. It is Rapid Seagull on front row, as I'd suspect we're gonna see in at least half the races. Fanta and Marcian in the second row. So Martin on his comeback in 5th, very nicely done, ahead of George. And then we have Lauda and Eric, 74 and 73 here, sharing a row. I think Janeman and, was it Cherry? Yeah, who are completing the top 10. Yeah, you would rather be at the back for turn 1 than in the middle. To be fair though, like, I feel we say this every time, but surely, the drivers learn that they can't just send the race like, yeah, everything depends on it into turn 1, right? Surely they figured this out at some point. Right? There ain't no way we're gonna see another pile up into turn 1. here. Oh well, we're gonna see regardless. There is, I mean, a lot of people think that Monza is boring because it's just one big DRS train, but it also kinda makes it fun. You have like a lot of positional exchanges. It's easy to follow. It is a big DRS train, so everybody's just gonna be close together. A lot of potential for crashes, really. I think racing-wise, it doesn't offer the very best racing. But if every second turn is from 330 kilometers per hour to 60 or something, it's just a recipe for disaster, really. Everybody is on the mediums. As far as I am aware, you don't need to pit in sprint races, so everybody's gonna try and complete their race on this compound. Hilo waiting for 7-man pileup. I think you'd like that, honestly, starting from the back. The best thing, Lauda has 2 chances to go for third. I don't think it's gonna help him much. It's only the first of 2 races, as I said before. Sprint race, you can see it's in the top, the SR thing. Just gonna be a little bit shorter. I have no idea how short it's actually gonna be. Should be like 12 laps or so. Like, not very long. But we're gonna see as soon as these cars line up on the grid. Yeah, people are actually warming their tires now. At least this game does not have this glitch where you can just fire up the brakes again. 9 laps only. Holy shit. Okay, yeah. I thought it was at least like a little bit long, but sure, okay. We're gonna have an actual sprint. What the hell? Hello, my guy, man. Did you lose the car on formation lap? Yeah, but that's better. Well, we don't want to get banned or anything. Yeah, Lauda has the fate of the Twitch channel in his hands. But yeah, so 9-lap sprint is gonna be had. People in the back can't park, apparently, apart from Emil's. Did not want to include him there. But here we are. Lights are going on. And they're out and away we go. Let's see who gets the best start. It is Seagull and Rapid side by side. Seagull has the inside for turn 1, of course, is slightly ahead as well. Will he make the turn? Rapid there gets touched by the Aston behind. Fanta spinning out entirely, and it is Seagull ahead of Rapid and Marcellian for now into that big turn here. The good old Curva Grande. And Seagull and Rapid still side by side. Seagull claims inside into the first turn. It stays ahead for the second. But here now Rapid on the inside. Is he gonna push Seagull wide? Leaves plenty of space. And they're gonna go to less mode 2 side by side as well. Still side by side here. This is a banger slipstream for Marcellian here, who's trying to take a bite of the cake as well. The Alpine there, briefly looking like it was going to be in a Red Bull sandwich, but it is only Marcellian claiming P2 ahead of his teammate for now. And I will actually get rid of the details here because we don't need them. Let's see what is happening. Oh. Yeah, let's just stay here, I guess. Mercedes here has the best view on the fight in front. It's also looking like he's gonna make an overtake on Rapid here. Backs out of it, probably the better choice. And these 4 have a huge gap to the drivers behind already. Oh, battle here. Kingsman and Janneman. I think Janneman just overtook Kingsman. I'm not sure who was ahead at corner entry. But Janneman should be a little bit faster than the guys ahead of him here. Well, one of them being Lauda. Oh my god. I'm not sure if he got hit there or if he just giga lost the car. That looked very weird. It might be that he just lost the car there. Also not sure what the textures on the camera are, if it's just like grass that he collected on his slide or if it's actually raindrops, because the sky does look pretty dark and it looks like it might be raining here. Of course, we as the spectators do not get info about the weather. But this could explain the little grip that the cars seem to be having. So yeah, possible race strategies here. I don't think anybody's going for the pit stop. The medium tire should be more than good enough to survive 9 laps. Oh, positional change here. In front, it is Marceljan in the lead. Hasn't won a Formula Sundays race on track in quite a while. There was one race in Montreal recently where he finished like 9th on track. But everybody had corner cut time penalties except him. And so he in the end got the win. Too wide here. As George is having a look up Rapids inside as well, who is trying to overtake both Marceljan and Seagull. Seagull and Rapid both getting past Marceljan here. The next DRS zone is here. Fanta on 13th, yeah, he must have, like, I'm not sure if he touched Rapid's rear end in turn 1, but he did definitely spin around. Maybe he got spun as well. Did not see, but he lost everything in turn 1. Eric there briefly side by side with Martin. Could not quite get past here. And takes this more inside, has a little bit more grip, but it does not help him much. Not much energy left in that Williams car. It's not gonna make it easy to overtake. In the meantime, with George here, so much overspeed, but he has to release so early. Because Seagull is ahead of him. He could have easily gone past Marceljan otherwise. Yeah, and it's still a very close fight here up on top. And further back even, we have Deddy and Hilo fighting together a little bit. But yeah, they're dropping behind the field a little bit. I mean, it's tough to follow as soon as you drop out of the DRS train, of course, because everybody's just going to be way faster than you. And yeah, everyone up until P13 currently is still in that train. Yeah, let's see the guys up here. Oh no, Cherry dropped quite a bit as well there just now. That's not so close as in the previous laps here. Let's move further back here. Morpha maybe. Could be making a move on Emil soon. Needs a decent exit here. I think he got it. Actually, Fanta is just driving past him, but Morpha did also have his ERS off entirely, and Fanta is just gonna overtake 3 people there out of the Parabolica. And he's gonna be ahead into turn 1. And he's also given plenty of space by Emils. Jannemann there very slow. Not entirely sure what happened there, if he was maybe pushed off, or if there was contacts of some sorts. Maybe Lauda committed a little bit of terrorism. Who knows? He was around here somewhere. Oh, and yellow flags do we have as Morpha was off track. The field ripping apart a little bit more. As Seagull and the Red Bulls still flying in front. Martin is just being chilling in P4. Really has to care to not collect the time penalty, because if you get the corner cut penalty, I say that because he did go very, very tight on the first Ascari. Yeah, 3 seconds are gonna lose you like 8 positions or something right now. He'd fall down all the way to P11. So, yeah. Kind of gotta make sure to stay in the lines. See what's happening with the top guys here. Marceljan lifting early. Oh my god, but for what reason? Oh boy. This was a huge pileup. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Ah. Okay, Eric in the wall. Eric backing out. I'm not gonna argue it. This was definitely not a safe re-entry, but he didn't hit anyone. Maybe it was just perfectly calculated. But it did look like George and Martin were like side by side, and either of them, one of them, may have missed the breaking point and punted. Who was it? Rapid? Not entirely sure. So much happening there. Martin did lose some positions here. Lauda is now in P6. A yellow flag behind us here. Jannemann with the corner cut time penalty. The Daddy and Hilo 1v1. Yeah, I really enjoy this. Hilo, as said, I think like they are a little bit off pace. But at least it's two of them now. They can have their time together there. Last time around it was only Hilo, and it was like a little bit of a pain to watch. For him. Like not... I don't know, you just feel bad if he's so alone the entire time. It's not a shame to be slow or like a pain or something, but it's just a little bit sad if you're the only one. But yeah. Yeah, I think we're just gonna stick with Lauda right now because yeah, he has a lot of potential of moves to happen. Marceljan has dropped out of his DRS window to Rapid further up. So that's gonna be interesting. He's gonna be more alone now. Kingsman did go very wide on that turn. Allowed Lauda to close in quite drastically. A lot of potential, more DNFs than points. Yeah, he's gonna catch up with DNFs when he scores points now and in the real race later. That's gonna be hard to beat with DNFs. Emil's past Jannemann. Man, Jannemann is not having the best pace here. Oh god. Dude, I watch... Like, I look away 1 second and Lauda's making a move against two people into the Parabolica. It's kind of crazy. He's gonna get gotten again here on the start-finish straight, so nothing gained really. And there is Martin on the inside as well. Yeah, he has to concede the position there. Oh, there's contact, all sorts of contact. I think George is gonna... Oh, no, Martin is also gonna lose position to Jannemann. Jannemann is just a smiling third. Three are... Oh, wait, no. If three are arguing... fourth one smiles. Yeah, okay, Martin just about making sure he's not killing anyone. This could have been a nice P4 there. It's a real shame that he got involved in that crash early on. And... Oh, there we have it. Lauda is not gonna have to DNF 6 times to compensate for the points he's scoring here. Because he's not gonna score any. This was such a nice and civilized race until lap 6. And all of a sudden, everybody started to just, I don't know, lose their shit. That's kind of crazy. I mean, Seagull is the only... I was about to say Seagull is really the only constant because he has been leading pretty much the entire race. But he's gotten jumped by Rapid now and he's getting, yeah, touched a little bit by Marceljan here. These three pretty much have the podium locked in. P4 and 5 have time penalties even, so they're gonna drop far down. It's just about who is going to win this. Marceljan there lost his car. I think that's gonna be it for his chances. Has to spend a lot of ERS to even get close to DRS again. And I don't even think he's within that second. Yeah. It's not enough for him, so he's gone from the equation. Instead it's gonna be Seagull here, trying to go around the outside in the Ascari chicane to leave the track there briefly. It's now the last chance. Parabolica coming up. Gonna be sent around the outside for Rapid. Cuts across there to claim the inside line. And what can Rapid do here? Is it still a chance? Nah, I don't think so. Seagull has this very nice move there into the last turn. And Seagull takes the win in the sprint race. Fanta actually recovering on, into P4 here. That is not what I thought at the start of this. Lauda retired. Yeah, collecting another retirement for himself. And, yeah. I don't know, what a chaotic race in the end. So, yeah, I mean, that sprint race was heavily entertaining. I think for some more than for others. Seagull saying in the elite chat as well that this was very intense for him. And I mean, top 3 were pretty much within half a second for the entirety of the race, so that's very nice to see. Let's hope they can keep it up for a similar length in the main race as well. But of course, now we have a little breather in another 18-minute qualifying. So, Seagull claiming a win here ahead of Rapid and Marcellian. Huge points for the Red Bulls. And then Fanta claiming P4 in the end still. Getting back to where he started, really. And, yeah, ahead of Emils. The 2 Saubers both getting points. Now that Lauda is not driving for them anymore. and George in the Mercedes also grabs the last point for P8. Couldn't tell if it was raining or not. Shit had no grip. It did kind of look like it was like close to rain, or I don't know, like a lot of sliding by everybody. And like it seemed like a lot of people did not have much grip, so it was not only you, if that is helping you in any way. I wonder, is there like, now that you're in the chat here, can you tell me the weather actually? Because spectators have like no way to know. Is there rain in the race or something? Or is it supposed to get wet at some point? Ah, all sun. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Oh god. Oh, Eric is... Oh lord. Throwing hands in the chat. Yeah, the man famous for his Monza turn 1 move, I think did get Monza turn 1 moved on by 2 others. Hey MQ, can you like, I don't want to tab out, can you just go into Elite Chat and tell them I told them to watch their mouth? Wait, Hilo's with you guys as well, I didn't even know. Or are you talking about Lauda again? Yeah, I'm not into the Middle Eastern constructs here. No, it's okay. They stopped talking. They like, I don't know. Eric was pretty much telling people to shut the frick up and yelling at people because they were stupid. And if this was gonna go on, I'd have probably like said, okay guys, the only one allowed to say you should shut the frick up is me. And that's what I'm doing now, but it seems like they have calmed down. They're driving now. Eric's on an outlap. Not texting and driving. This would be very unresponsible. So yeah. We're just gonna watch, we were gonna see a very chill qualifying. Yeah, like people are just gonna be very nice to each other. They're not gonna kill each other in the race. They will not crash into each other, surely. Yeah, Lauda is gonna finish on 3rd. This is definitely gonna happen. Yeah, damn, Kingsman really sniffing that rear of Daddy here for the slipstream. I thought he was just gonna push him over the line there. But yeah, Kingsman provisional pole, Cherry on 2nd now. I think Emil slightly lost it over the curbs there to lose a little bit of traction. And we're gonna stay with Emil's, I guess, for a little bit longer. Until we may... Actually, who do we want to see? Did we see a Lauda lap? I think we have been with Lauda plenty of times today. Maybe we can watch Eric once Emil's is done here. Lauda doing quali on wets. Oh boy. So you're saying he's gonna be P1? What did you want to watch? Eric. Eric on the mediums here. Probably taking a warm-up lap. Had to coordinate my attendance at the Super Bowl public viewing later. Best thing is I'm not even gonna not work tomorrow. It's just gonna be... I'll be there at 10 in the morning and will probably be mega wasted of the night because I have to drive an hour back afterwards anyways. Marcellian on Intis. Let's see where he's getting with that. I mean, this track is basically just straights, right? Why would you need grip anyways? Surely he should qualify P1 with this. Oh, almost. He did qualify P1 twice, I guess. And I think everybody else is on in-laps, so we're just gonna go to MONZA maybe and watch his next attempt. Or... we're gonna stay with Bats, maybe. So, turn 1 managed. It's such a hard cut, honestly. Like, usually we have a little bit of a warm-up, right? You have quali, you can chill a little bit, can talk a little bit, and then race is the action. And now we had all the action and we gotta go back to chill mindset somehow. Intis might be calling you. How's the Mercedes on hard? Well, just superior driving, I guess. Warm-up lap. That's through Ascari, and then we're gonna see if he can beat at least Janeman, etc. I think that should be possible. Probably also Hilo. Not sure if the track is just slower now, or if it's, yeah, it's probably just gonna be track evolution in this qualifying as well, right? We were like almost a second quicker overall. The times are definitely a little bit slower for now. Mr. Race Engineer, did you... Okay, he's probably on another outlap. He does not drive it like it, but he's not using ERS. So if that's supposed to be a hot lap... Pretty cold. Yeah, it's super cold. Must have spun or something. Well, it's a time on the board for now. Let's see what the other man can cook here. Previous time was driven on Inters most likely. So now the first real attempt by the McLaren driver. How long's F1 away even? Is it like not only a month or so? 3 weeks? Like on the first March weekend, right? That was not great by Janeman. .7 seconds, that is not a lot considering his previous tire choice. Let's see how much more he could save through Ascari there, and if he can save some more over here. I'd suspect this is not gonna beat Fanta's time. Yeah. As even behind the meals here, 119.9. See, Lauda cooking. He is on hot lap ERS at least. I'm not sure if he's also cooking. Here's the last mouse. First one navigated quite alright, and this one is also, I think, decent enough. Ascari coming up. Probably gonna be led by the Red Bull, yep. Oh my god, my game just giga froze. I thought my my PC was gonna crash. But yeah, seems like we live. And it seems like this is not a bad time here. Just behind Martin. P3 currently. But Seagull is also out for blood right now. Purple sector 1. Let's see what he has for the rest of the track. Ooh, almost losing his car in the Ascari chicane there. No idea how this was not invalid. But I guess he may not have fully crossed the line on the inside there. And this is 119 flat. That is just behind Fanta there. No PB or no pole position rather. Or Seagull here, provisionally. Damn. Don't let yourself be done like that. Yeah, okay. We're coming to the part where I am in dire need of racing action. Rapid here, sliding around the last turn is fine and all, but yeah. Yeah, he's also not getting to the top. Instead, Martin just behind him on provisional pole. Now that is a lineup that would be wild. I do think that these guys are still improving, but here, Fanta, Siga, Rapid within half a tenth. Kinda crazy for now. Anybody going right now? Nobody on valid laps, yeah. Siga is also coming in. Martin's probably gonna come in. Eric? Oh yeah, Eric is going. Decent turn 1-2. Needs half a second and then he'd be very, very good. Slightly down after sector 1, but there's a lot of time in this chicane. Lesmos, of course, and Ascari is, I think, probably the biggest, yeah, the most crucial point, I guess, to collect time, win or lose time. Not so hard to drive and win, yeah, true. Why don't they just go faster? Are they stupid? Purple sector 2 for Eric. A little bit wide there through Ascari. I think he did keep good speed through it. Let's see if he can carry it through Parabolica. And then he's probably... Is he gonna have one more chance after? He might be able to make it to the line once more afterwards. Okay, he's apparently not improving, so he is going into the pits immediately. Let's go to the other Williams instead then. MONZA somehow already has used up half of his battery. Okay. Oh, and George is out of this session. Oh god, do I even have him? Not quite sure if I can get him back in here. Well, I do not have him. So good luck. MONZA needs 0.3 to get to Cherry, but then George is very close as well. We're gonna try to get George back in here. Okay, Kingsman is taking the scenic route. I think nobody is driving right now. Oh, actually no, Bats is on a hot lap. We have one car on a quick lap right now. And that is the end of that, unfortunately. It's not gonna have the time to go back to the pits and back out again, so... gonna be it here. And I'm gonna try and go back to this real quick. Back. Alright. Right. Oh, that is unfortunate. Let's try back and salvage the rest of qualifying at least. Rapid has beaten Martin. Question is Seagull gonna do the same? Oh, actually, wait, I can try it here. Okay, that should have worked. Maybe I should have done it right there immediately. I tried to invite on Steam, but it did not work. So yeah, my bad on that, I guess. So what do we have now? We have Rapid Fanta and then Martin Seagull. That is a different top 4. I see the stream has not really recovered again, right? Or is it always that bad with the frames? Is my OBS lacking right now? Or... oh. I don't know. Why is it lagging? Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not entirely sure. It's probably me. It should also be fine again. I think tabbing out may have confused it for a bit. But, yeah. Okay. So, I think we're fine. And we're good for the race at least. Sorry you missed the rest of the qualifying, I guess, but yeah, was trying to get the guy back in. Yeah, we're readying up a little bit later. I already forgot that again, but to select strategies and stuff. So this is why this is taking a little bit longer. Because we as the spectators have no insight about who has readied up already and who has not. Or when this is even gonna start. And there we are. So yeah, formation lap about to start here. Another lap of Bing Chilling before we get the full racing action. Everybody is on mediums here. The lags that you're seeing now is the game actually, by the way. Like, it's not my OBS or PC dying. The game is actually lagging for me too. Let's just try and go on board. What is going on? I did not change anything. Yeah, it's still lagging. OBS isn't complaining right now, so if it's still lagging, it's probably the game, but the game is sort of alright again for me. okay. That is just rapid brake testing Fanta there. I'll stay mostly on board then after the start, I guess, because I think outside POV... Oh, actually, maybe it's just Fanta lacking. Oh, Rapid is as well. Great. Bro, what the hell is this? This is unwatchable. Oh. What? One of the McLarens was just parked there. Alright. So, finally, getting to the race. Kingsman there did not do a good job parking. Everybody else did though. So, lights are gonna be on. And they're out and away we go. Let's see how the start goes this time around. Rapid loses the start again there to Fanta on the inside this time around. Martin and Seagull are side by side in P3 and 4. Let's watch in the middle of the pack here. It seems like everybody survived this turn 1 semi-decently at least. Now let's just jump back in front here with Martin. Not into what I'm not even reading. So let's just stick our heads in the race, I guess. Martin currently sitting comfortably in P4. Marcian still in 5th there behind. I think barely any positional changes have occurred in the first few turns. Yeah, the game is unwatchable. I'm very sorry. The weird thing is though, like, OBS is telling me this is fine. I mean, I can try and see here once again. Yeah, no, it's horrible. Holy shit. Yeah, 60 out of 60 FPS, by the way, guys. I think OBS is lying. YouTube stream has between 57 and 65 FPS. What the hell is going on? I don't know. Can't really figure out why this happens. Like, deal. This is like a new thing though, right? Like, it did not look like that throughout the entirety of the stream, right? Okay, I'm gonna try and play around with some things real quick. And we're gonna see if that changes anything. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna try to tap in again and we hope nothing bad happens. Like when I'm not in the game, everything works super fine. And as soon as I tap back in, everything starts breaking. Yeah, I can only try to eliminate anything else in the background, but 2005 vibes, yeah, maybe. Nah, that's so shit. That's crazy. Okay, now this looked weird to me in-game as well. Maybe try changing the graphics settings in-game. I mean, it worked perfectly before. I can put them down, I guess. But my graphic card is not even like crazy spinning super loud or anything. Like, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what I'd be supposed to be turning down lower or something here. Feel like something. Maybe it's just cooked with OBS right now, and I'll just try to close end stream and start stream again real quick. And maybe it fixes itself. I can't really figure out what else would be causing it right now. So yeah, see you in a second. Hello again. Nah, it's just completely fucked. My game is lagging out so hard. Maybe it's really just a game. No, the boys inviting me back. Right, let's try and see then if it is just Formula 1 acting up. Prepare to get very loud starting audio in a second. I hate games that just like don't care that you go deaf. Like, why do you not tie the game opening up to the audio settings. Like, bro?
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Engine off, then back to P2. They'll wheel you in, we'll change tyres. You had 4 seconds to signs on that last lap. Suggest at least 5 seconds to open the lap.
It does look better though, no? I mean, we're not in-game yet, of course, but... I'm not sure if I want to tab out or if I can accept invites in-game somewhere. Player hub? Friends. Accept. Okay, it does look fine, no? It does look fine. Join session. Let's see if we're allowed to watch some Formula Sundays in the end. It does look better for me as well, so I just hope that's it. Okay, so what did we miss? Marslian is up into P3 from P5. I think Emils is right where he was. Martin as well. Wasn't there someone else up there? Is it Fanta? Yeah, Fanta has lost a couple of positions actually. He's regaining one here against Kingsman. Ah yeah, that looks way better. Wow. Hey Nitro man, when you racing? Game is $8 right now. Just like FC25, yeah, who would play FC25, right? I mean like, I'm only playing at clubs with friends. I still somehow have 100 hours on it. Which is honestly not too little. Rapid dominance could bore fans. Yeah, end it then, Nitro my guy. Oh, louder. Got gotten by Butts, yeah? When they make a good game. Yeah, we have about, I think, 5 months, maybe 4 months more until the new comes out. So, yeah. It's gonna be a long-awaited day when we finally can get away from this one. To be fair, it's like one of the best working games, I'd say. Like, if you remember all the bugs we had on the previous games, it's like so much better. But, like, what's it worth if it just feels ass to play? Okay, louder into the pits. And louder onto the hards. Probably gonna be good enough to go to the end here. George is also already on hards. May have been collision tied, I guess. Oh, and I think... Oh wait, Fanta just... Oh, Mofa ended it in a wall. And that is of course massively unfortunate for our boy. Mr. Lauda here could have had a much cheaper pit stop if he just waited one more lap. But it is what it is. Everybody is just gonna dive into the pits here. We can see Marcian slowing down so he doesn't lose as much time on the double stack. Fairly certain it's only legal to a certain attempt. I mean, I'm not sure about that. You are allowed to do that. Like, overtaking in the pit entrance is fair and square, I'd say. But is it also under safety car? Louder swearing for MONZA. Yeah, I can imagine. This is probably not how he planned this to go. You can, nah, but it's safety car conditions. Surely you're not allowed to overtake, no? Or is like pit entrance separate from that? Yeah, I know, but like, I'm aware that he got the 10 seconds because he sped into the pits, but I think you are probably not allowed to overtake into the pits under safety car conditions in the first place. Was Sepp also under safety car conditions? I mean, yeah, it might be. Maybe you just can't overtake on track. If so, that was mega smart by Martin, but of course, he did get the penalty as well. So, yeah, not peak Martin. I mean, Marcellian lost positions regardless. Fanta dropped a little bit further back anyways. They didn't plan it well. Yeah. This is if Ferrari executed Singapore 2008, 7, right? Yeah, I think it was the Massa incident that cost him the world championship in the end. But yeah, everybody is now able to go to the end, except maybe Daddy. I'm not entirely sure if mediums last for 16 laps here. And we have, yeah, I think one more lap of safety car probably ahead of us. Is Fanta serving the oh yeah, Fanta's just serving the 10 seconds. Yeah, smart enough, I guess. I'd have done it now as well. I guess Martin is gonna appeal it. Nah, he can't appeal it. It's just speeding the pit lane. I mean, he can report Marcian maybe from falling down too much, slowing down the play too much. But yeah, in the end he sped into the pits. It was a cool move, I guess, but execution lacked a tiny bit. Yeah, MQ blew up his laptop and apparently it is not fixed yet. Again. So I must, like, isn't Formula 1 on laptop like a 2 frames per second adventure? Yeah, plus the entire war situation, of course, I guess. That's a pretty significant thing that happened, yeah. Oh god, what is Fanta doing? He's just going off-road, rallying a little bit. I mean, Rapid is making this rather slow, but as you have to really, because there's not much time to prepare restart. Safety car's only telling you that it's coming in at the beginning of the straight, and of course, you're, yeah, very vulnerable to DRS here, of course. But he's already going. I think he did decent enough to not have Seagull all over him immediately. Bro wants the grassy tires. Yeah, if your tires are dirty, right, the wear will just wear away the dirt and not the rubber. That's just so big brain by Fanta. He can now go an extra lap on these tires. That's crazy. depends on the GPU, but it was running well with the RTX 1650. Okay, fair. Running well are the top 2 right now as well. It lets him speed slide. Yeah, he touched the grass to set up speed slide, yeah. This is, yeah. Chroma Phantom, not Chroma. How are they called? Evo, yeah. Evo Fanta. With a full speed mapper. Setting up a bug slide on the Ascari curb. Safety car? What? Stop lying to me, game. Why are you saying safety car? It's illegal. Did it never stop saying safety car? I'm just unattentive, probably. Yeah, George here with fastest lap on his new hards. I mean, he did drive quali on hards already. It's probably warmed up quite well now. It's fine, guys. There's less bugs in this game. Yeah, fair. We did have the game just not wanting to work at all just before, so we couldn't stream it. We did have... Okay, safety car for 2 extra laps. No, but like, I don't know if you remember all the issues when at the start of each race, like 3 people would just disconnect and could not do the race, every single race, and stuff like that. I don't even want to mention Monaco. That race was something entirely special. I feel like the game usually did work quite well in this one. Or the yellow flag on race start, or safety car on race start and stuff. Like, there has been so much shit in the past few games. I'm relatively glad that that is at least not a thing here, but yeah. Still doesn't sell if it drives like ass. And they like updated track layouts and stuff as well in this one finally. Even though I do not get how you can get away with leaving 10-year-old modeled tracks in your game. Like, how is that even allowed to be sold? Is that just not false advertisement? Of course you gotta like change the tracks to how they actually look like each year. Red flag shenanigans. Okay, I mean, yeah, I was about to say, to be fair, they only introduced red flags this game, but I'm not entirely sure if they did even. But we have it off anyways because it didn't work, so that's not really making a good case for the game. Eric caught in 4K here. Actually, it's just HD. But yeah, with his 3rd warning for corner cuts for going wide after Ascari. Bats here, just a lost position to MONZA. I was really sad for Martin, honestly, that he got that speeding penalty. He does look like he had good shots for the podium here. I mean, he had good shots for the podium even in the race before, but then... yeah, something happened into turn 1. I'm not entirely sure who did what exactly. Remember Fabian forgetting about the track layout changes in Singapore that one time? Oh yeah, that was good. How many reports did Eric get last race? I think... Wait, do you not have the bystander role in Discord? Can you not see like elite chats and stuff? Because if that's the case, I could give you that. He did get like 7 or something. Yeah, he got all of them. It's legit. There's like a screenshot where it was only Eric reports, because I think the first 7 or so were all Eric reports. Oh, it's another safety car. It was a crash by Hilo there. Probably spun out in the first Lesmo and then hit the wall. I wonder if people are going into the pits. I think Martin should, yeah. So he's gonna serve his time penalty now. And he's probably gonna get mediums, so he has a little advantage at least. Oh no, it's another set of hearts. Okay, interesting. This is a new thing that they serve the penalties after the pit stop nowadays. Used to be before, no? Or is it before IRL and the game is still slow? Also very natural movement of a car right there. But yeah, a couple of pitters. Lauda, Martin, Daddy and Bats now on new tires. I mean, you say that, you were in VC with everyone after it and there was a lot of angry races, but I know who 50% of the angry races, at least of the noise of the angry races, is coming from already. So, it's gonna be 9 more laps, I think. It's just another sprint race, I guess, in the very end here. When the safety car's coming in. Yeah, well, yeah. Next up, Lauda. Is that so? You say he's the next DNF. I think Lauda's gonna go big now. He has a medium tires. There is nothing holding him back. He's just about to spread his wings and fly somewhere. Otherwise, of course, collecting DNFs to his name is, of course, one of his favorite hobbies. Oh, and okay, no, Hilo DNF'd anyways. Oh god, the Bats caught a bit off guard there by people being so slow into turn 1 already. Did give Daddy a little love tap. Eagle dominance could ball fence. Yeah, real. To be fair, I am not really bored of Verstappen dominance yet. Really curious how next year is going to be. Actually, I'm kind of hyped for the new season. I do hope it's another Verstappen World Championship. But I'm curious what Ferrari is cooking. And also, I mean, I'm more curious for 2026, honestly, for Audi. But imagine Sauber just decide to cook in the last year. And we get the good old Hulkenberg Drivers' Champion. I think it's been alright because the fight for every other position was always a good... I feel like even in the end, like, bro struggled. Was the Red Bull not so OP for the first, like, 7-8 races? He would have not won it. I genuinely think for more, like, the biggest split of last season, Red Bull was not the best car, and it was just Verstappen being the best driver. Might be the worst copium I've ever heard. Nah, it's not cope. Just saying he's the GOAT. The Red Bull may have been good in the start of the season, but he was not the best car by the end of it. Lando did throw. I mean, he did throw. Of course. But that's what I'm saying. Like, McLaren could have easily won it if they did not have 2 hotheads. Or at least, like, 1 hothead. And, I don't know, Piastri is not really the coldest head neither. Oh boy. That is... yeah, okay. Some team bump there. 10-second penalty on top of it. Great. Jannemann getting spun out and his teammate getting punished with damage and he himself with a time penalty. Beautiful. LMAO. Nitro is just making a point. Saying it again. What's on about the Sauber Cope? Yeah, no. The Sauber Cope is I know it's entirely unrealistic. It's not gonna happen. My boy Hülkenberg is just gonna suffer at the end of the grid. I'm gonna be happy if he sees the points once. But yeah. Back to racing action, I guess. I'm getting sidetracked too much. Probably some bit of undiagnosed ADHD in me somewhere. Like, even if the things you're doing are fun, it's just so much more fun to do other things. I don't know, might be unrelatable. Emilson P3 though is kinda cooking here. I like it a lot. He's holding on strong here, up with the top runners there, Seagull and Rapid. Just a touch of the tism here. Maybe. I got asked if I was autistic by a random guy once when I was walking. Yeah, I don't know how you British guys call it. This St. James Way, the big pilgrim way thingy in Spain. That was definitely an experience. Yeah, back to the race again. I'm being freaking sidetracked. Rapid and Marseillan both gain a position here. Seem to have that straight line set up. Jannemann 10-second penalty speeding the pit lane. You really can't get any worse. Jannemann retiring in the pits. Understandable at this point, I guess. He got shafted one time too often. Well, top 5 still super close together. Lauda has actually made it up to 6th here. He might even reach these guys and then cook them on the better tires. Rupian, yeah. He got done dirty. Can't lie. Oh, Lauda probably profited from that Jannemann situation there. A little bit. But he is not gaining as of now. At least he has nothing to worry behind as well. There is a 1.5 second gap. So no DRS by the cars behind him too. Oh, Cherry has spun after Ascari. And we have VSC. Wait, what? Did George spin out as well in sympathy? I am not sure what happened here. He wasn't even at Cherry yet. I'm not entirely sure how he did lose so much time. Okay, Kingsman just almost spinning in VSC. Lauda will spin like an idiot and be 10th. I mean, if he really comes out in 10th, that would be a huge coincidence. Like, if he just comes out between Bats and Daddy. No drive-thrus here. Cherry's going for that fastest lap point that he's not gonna get because he's not gonna be inside the top 10. Maybe it's just because he got damage from a spin. Who knows? VSC helped Lauda greatly though. He's now caught up to Kingsman and has DRS now. Oh my god, DRS speed difference is wild there. Martin absolutely cooked by... Oh no, Emils is gone. Ah, no. Saj, he did not survive Ascari. That is pain. He was on for a good podium finish, or maybe, yeah, a high points finish still, but... His race ends early as well. Oh no. I wonder what happened there. I don't know how you spin into that barrier, honestly. Usually you clip on the curbs towards, on the left turns. Where he landed, it looked more like he must have spun out on the right turn in the middle of the chicane. Ah, really unfortunate for him. Well, 4 more laps to go. Top 5 are clearly apart from everybody else. And everybody else is, yeah, also in separate little groups. These 3 here. Banter, Eric, Martin. He did spin out. Yeah, I mean, I thought so. Was just not sure about the circumstances. Oh, probably he did this. I mean, thank you, Martin, for demonstrating how that happened. Oh, what the fuck? I'm so sorry, man. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. So, people try to not crash into the safety car, please. Rip Martin, yeah. My god. Once more, the love for wall was stronger than the love for points. Oh god. Well, we're gonna have a real sprint in the very end, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be 2 laps at max, maybe 3. Wait, 24 laps? It might be coming in at the end of the 25th lap, so it's 26 and 7 still. So 2 laps, I think, is what we're gonna get. Oh no, it hasn't even caught the people yet. This might only be 1 lap. I think it's like hard-coded to come in 2 laps before the race ends. It's gonna be a little showdown for sure though. Makes it more likely as well, your theory that Lauda will spin and come P10. Because everybody's just gonna be very bunched up again. And I think, wait, didn't you say in the beginning Lauda is... there's gonna be 5 DNFs and Lauda is gonna come P11? Could also still happen. All depends on Eric here. Who... I don't know, man. Apparently got shafted in the sprint race as well. Gonna be curious to look at that later. I mean, we're memeing about him a lot. And honestly, his last race didn't really help. But I was under the impression that he is not the chick-hicks of Formula Sundays anymore. We're gonna see though. So, Cherry is almost an entire lap behind. Yeah, I don't think they will catch by the end of this lap. It's probably gonna be by the end of next lap when it's gonna go in. Unless the safety car is just not given a damn. And they just decide, alright, I'm gonna come in now anyways. Cherry did pit again. What? You just had... okay, it's actually gonna come in by the end of this lap. Oh, that's crazy. So, 2 more laps. As I thought, I guess. It's hard-coded to just come in. It's set way earlier than the other times as well, because it didn't have to wait for everybody catching up. And we're gonna have 1 last restart. And, yeah, then a final showdown, I'd say. Rapid, slowing the field down. Still the bare minimum now is still staying slow. It's giving George an opportunity to catch. And now he's putting on the pace here. He's not really losing anybody. Everybody stayed so close together. I think Eric is already on his way to make a move. Just over the line. Have to wait, of course, until you cross the start-finish line. Turn 1. They're so close together here, everybody. There was a drifting Kingsman for a second, and Bats did heavily cut the corner. Moving down to P10 immediately as well. Seagull is down to 3rd right now. Red Bull 1-2. But it's making his way through here. Marslian had to cut the corner a little bit. Stays ahead though. I'm not sure if that is entirely legal. Lauda got gotten by Eric. And behind him are Fanta and George, both on red tires here. The soft tire, the fastest tire of them all right now. Kingsman passed Marcelian. Oh god, there is contact between some of the drivers. Lauda slammed into the wall there by, was it Eric? Another blue car. Eric going very wide. Oh, and there he is into the wall. Big crash. He survived, okay. Honestly, I just saw impact and a big explosion, but it's all just the advertisements, I guess. And I think Rapid has just won this. I have no idea when Seagull did drop so far behind. And what happened to Marcelian as well. Maybe they came together. And that's why Kingsman is up into P2 now as well. Gonna be interesting to see a last lap for these guys now. Lauda is in P5. Not in the worst position for more, honestly. Everybody ahead of him is on hard tires. Seagull trying to go past Kingsman here for P2. Does so for now. And Lauda seems to get overtaken by Fanta here. Now down to P6. Let's see. Fanta can probably cook the most here. He has super fresh tires. Should be way faster than all the hard runners here. Oh, and there's the penalty for Lauda. He's not going to get a good position anymore. In fact, he's probably going to lose out to George Cogger as well here. It's closing the gap here, but George keeps it tight to the inside and just has better traction. Gets the last turn overtake. Lauda down to P7. And I think it's going to be P8 as soon as Daddy crosses the line. Yep. It's not quite P10, but in the end, yeah, here we are. AI just crashing into each other randomly. But yeah, Rapid gets the win in the end. After, I don't know what happened in that last safety car restart. And it's gonna be Seagull in P2. And was it Kingsman in P3? That's like a pretty decent result for him as well. Not that he is like bad or anything. Like he's usually right on edge of the podium. But I think he can be very happy with that. We're gonna see through the results in a bit. I probably missed a lot in these last 2 seconds. So, Rapid P1 ahead of Seagull is what I can be sure about. Oh, Marcelian actually made it to P3. No, he did not. Okay, this is sorted after cumulative points. So, yeah, it was Kingsman in the race, finishing 3rd. And then Marcelian in 4th, Fanta 5th. And then Daddy getting a very good 6th position for him here, I think. George at least salvaging 7th, and then Lauda in 8th. Ahead of Bats and Eric. So, this was our first sprint race weekend. I think it was still providing some entertainment value. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm just gonna head off and go watch Super Bowl. So, yeah. See you next week. where we will be at one of our city circuits of this season. So that's gonna promise some nice action as well. Yeah. Till then, goodbye. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.